Hi, I'm Isabel, the founder of the Mindful School of Nashville, life performance executive coach, and I'm here to share my weekly heart to heart with you guys. So I had, and just for the record, I don't edit, I don't pause, I don't start over. Whatever comes out is what you get, okay? So I've had a really hard week, and today's Friday. Today is March the 3rd. And in the process of my day to day, I've had one of my clients in one of the organizations that I was in say, "Hey, your life must be just so nice because, you clearly you understand neuroscience. You know how your brain works. You know how to self-regulate. You understand what's happening within you. You are aware of what's happening around you, and you just have so many tools. You've got a solution for everything, right? So, I mean, is there ever a hard time?" And I was like, oh my goodness, there's a hard time. There are hard times every day. And this week was a really hard week. So, and it started on Monday, and here's why. And the reason why I'm sharing this is because I want to translate or give you a better understanding of how important it is that your organization, your team has support in their day-to-day and their moment-to-moment. So I have two people in my life, in the story of my life. I'm 47 years old, that are very toxic and have a very strong negative influence in how I operate in the world. By that, I mean that when those relationships come up and pop up, I need extra tools. I need extra strength. And I know that there is so much memory, conscious and subconscious memory within my whole being. And there are things that happen from these individuals that trigger them. Okay. Most of the time, because I have spent so much time in my work, meeting this in a healthier way, in a different way, I'm pretty equipped. And I'm like, yep, here it popped up again. Here comes another wave. I'm going to surf it. I've got the tools. I got this. This week it happened that I had, let's call them stimulus. Okay. I had these stimulus coming to me consecutively for various different reasons from both people, most of them at the same time. So every single tool that I could possibly have and find, that I have practiced, that I have implemented, that have worked in the past, did not work this week. So what was happening to me was, from a neuroscience standpoint, I knew that my amygdalas were completely activated and reactive. There was an enormous amount of adrenaline being shot in my body every single moment of the day. I wasn't thinking clearly. I couldn't perform. I couldn't make decisions. I couldn't calm myself down. So even with all of the years I have had an experience on this work and all of the tools and the different trainings and the different resources I have, I couldn't overcome it. So this is just to say that luckily for me, I have a team of people that I work with in different levels, right? In self-regulation, in awareness, in communication. And I had to turn to them. I had to say, hey, I'm stuck. I'm really stuck. This is being very toxic for me. I'm having a hard week. I'm not producing. I can't focus in my work. I can't get anything done. I'm not being able to meet these experiences in a healthy way at all. So my team comes together and they talk to me, they coach me, they remind me of tools that I couldn't remember that I had. They gave me new ones and I got to the other side of it. So by Wednesday, I was doing all right. And I finished my week. I wrapped it up and I'm better now that I started. So thing that I'm thinking here is, if you are a leader of an organization, if you manage a team of people, if you interact with others, or you are an employee of an organization, you want to know that your people have access to support. For us to show up each and every day and just assume that every single person that's in front of us and around us already have their own support system and have access to immediate help to get them to the other side of a challenge is an incorrect assumption. So think this through. If I were an employee of your company this week, I already shared with you that, statistics say that we spend about 47% of our wake time lost in thought, right? And I have also shared that one of the tools that I teach is thoughts live in the past or in the future, and your emotions live in the present. So all of this has an impact on productivity. So if I am working for you this week, I'm an employee of your company, I'm going to say that Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, my interactions with my coworkers would not have been great. My productivity would have been not good. Physically, I would have showed up for work and I was there, but not ideal, far from ideal. And for 3 days, you are paying me to produce, and I would have underdelivered. So consider looking at people around you and consider looking at yourself as individuals just like me who need support and guidance, and it needs to be available, and it needs to be readily available when it is needed, to just say, this is what I need right here, right now. And when you offer coaching, when you offer the presence of a person who can support your organization, who can support you through different moments and difficult situations that you really do not know how to cope, it's an investment, right? Because in my case, by Wednesday, I turned it around. I tried to do it by myself on Monday. I thought on Tuesday I had this figured out. And by Wednesday, I was like, nope, this is going to stay here unless I get help. Had I been smarter, maybe I would have identified that by Monday I should have gone get that help on Monday. But what if you have a team of people who have things that trigger them to the intensity of what I have in these two individuals in my life, and they don't have any support, they don't have anywhere to turn to, or their salary, their income does not allow them the privilege to reach out to a coach, to somebody who can support them. So what if, I'm sorry for interrupting there, my dog started barking, but what if they don't have the resources, they don't have someone to turn to? What if you turn an experienced coach, a life coach, an executive coach within your organization for you, for the people who work with you and around you, as a source of support, of knowledge, of guidance, to get you onto the other side of things quicker and faster, so that you can go back to do what you're supposed to do at work anyway, which is to work and to produce. So anyway, I'm just leaving that out there because I've just been thinking about this all week. And if you haven't experienced a life coach, if you haven't experienced a performance coach or an executive coach, sometimes it's not very tangible to understand, oh, what is it that people do? I mean, why do I need to talk to somebody? So we don't, coaches, life coaches, executive coaches, we don't necessarily resolve problems for you or for anybody else, or even for ourselves. Our job is to equip you with tools in resilience, tools in awareness, tools in communication, to just really meet whatever is right there in front of you with a little bit more clarity, with a little bit more calm, with a little bit of more focus. But if life just brings you more than you can handle, and you can't do this on your own, and you need extra tools and you need extra support, then just consider it, because it may be really worthwhile. And I personally, I'm just grateful this week for my team of people, the really close people that know me inside out, upside down. They can look in my eyes and they can, the way I said hello on a Zoom or on a phone call or in person, they already knew. Here's Bella, and she needs support. So the answer to the question for that person today was absolutely not. I don't have all the answers. I don't have it all figured out. I have a deep thirst and desire to continue to learn and to continue to grow. This week was one more experience for me in which I have gathered new experiences and new tools. It's not often that life brings you so much negative stimulus at one time that you really just don't know what direction to go. Or at least for me, I have had multiple punches, emotional punches, and mental, and just a lot of challenges, but not so many at one time. And so this was a great week for me. I've learned so much, and it's something that I can take into my work and pass it on to you if you ever need it. But I just wanted to leave my heart and my mind out here in this video this week to just let you know, just don't assume that each and every person in your organization is walking around with a peaceful mind, with a clear mind, with a peaceful heart. Don't assume that they are not in need of some kind of support. And if there's any kind of resources within your organization in which you can reach out and make that available, do so. You're doing them a favor in the human side of things. You're offering support at a human level, seeing that employee as a person first and as somebody who produces for you or with you second, and that's a beautiful thing. And two, it's going to impact your bottom line, because when people around your organization are better, feeling better, thinking better, they're going to perform better. It's just a natural consequence. So here's my heart and my mind for this week. It's Friday, and I hope you have a great weekend. And thanks for listening.